My name is Shakespeare. This is another video of the origin of Facebook, why you never heard of my name. This video, like the other ones, is going to be done informal. I'm going to read off a computer. I know this is not a good way to do it, but it's easier for me and I don't have to edit it to put it online. Here we go. I want to say something before I start. I don't enjoy putting myself on YouTube, letting people know my problems and mistakes, that I was taken many years ago by a kid programmer that made a fortune from my internet business idea and left me in poverty with bad health. The only thing I asked from this is to reveal the history. Family and friends wanted me to come forward since Facebook went online. I decided to come forward after a serious health diagnosis many years ago that will most likely shorten my life. If this is the only way to get the information out, then so be it. I figure if my health gets worse or texts me, the information is available for everyone to find. With each video, I reveal more details, and I will go back over some of the history. Marcel Elliott Zuckerberg, that also went by Zuck, and Mark stayed at my home over a holiday weekend. He was here a total of 4 days, planning to take parts off a camper to use on a bus to build a schoolie for college. He was going to do videos of the transformation, put them online, hoping it would generate some income. The schoolie would save him on living expenses and he would sell it for profit. He said he planned on taking 2 classes in Iowa. Afterward, he was going to meet back up with his friends at Harvard. Also said he needed some time away after an incident with a girl. The girlfriend, when he was here, he met earlier in Massachusetts. Her name was Priscilla Chan. She would come late at night and leave early in the morning. While he was here, I shared with him an internet business plan that I wanted started, that I came up with from experiences from friends and family, but with my bad health, I didn't think I could do it. He asked if he could do it with or without his friends, and if it worked, I would see a return. He did videos asking if he could use it, asking of intellectual ownership, and finally what I wanted in return and describing the idea. It was a video agreement and proof. Then he refused to give me a copy of the video. Now I'm going back and reveal some important history that I didn't tell before. After I asked Mark for opinion of my internet business idea, he later called his dad and a labor lawyer that was a friend of the family. His name was Mark Howitson. After those calls, Mark kept asking if he could use the internet business idea, asked about intellectual ownership, what I expected in return for using it, each time recording me. We didn't realize until it was too late that Mark Howitson was coaching Mark Zuckerberg on what to do and say to eventually steal the idea with no intentions to go along with the agreement, that I would see a return from him using it. He misrepresented his intentions. It's not unusual to steal ideas, but the way it was done is questionable. Being coached what to do and say, I noticed something interesting after he left. My notebook was gone with my notes and drawings of page layouts. We also noticed that the low megapixel Olympus camera that I used to post pictures of items for sale on the internet couldn't be found. I took photos of him with that camera. I was upset and couldn't figure out why they were missing. Maybe it was by accident. After all, he was using expensive camera equipment. Think about that for a moment, why those items would be missing. It was a step in the plan to steal the idea. That wasn't my only digital camera, but the one I used often. Before he left, I asked him to take a picture of the family since my sister was visiting. He was in a hurry to get ready to leave. His girlfriend Priscilla was on her way to meet him. As he took the picture, she pulled in the drive. We talked to her while he was getting ready to leave. While I'm talking about her, I want to bring up something I would like to know. What Mark told her of being here, what did he tell her about the idea, how he got it. What I find strange is her actions of helping others is very much like I described I wanted to do. If it worked the way I planned, doing good is still doing good. The question I have is, did she decide that on her own? Did Mark tell her or suggest it? Or did she get that from the videos? It's an interesting similarity, like she had knowledge of what I said. We think after he got the business plan from me, at some point he changed his college plans and started working on it with his friends doing the coding, then quit college. It's interesting if he planned ahead to use his friends to get investors. When we discussed the business idea, he wanted to do it, but he couldn't figure out how to afford to start it. By getting the friends and investors together, they were able to afford it. He was doing the physical coding, and he was offered the idea from me first. Once it was up and making money, he decided it would be his alone. He went back on every agreement all the way where it started with me. When the lawyer Mark Howison called representing Mark during the Facebook battle for help, 2 college students were here visiting buying camera equipment. They were witnesses to the call. As a last resort to try to win the battle, they wanted me to give a statement as to him getting the idea first, but not wanting me to mention the agreement or videos. I mentioned the videos, and that should be enough to win. He took it off the conference call. He didn't want anyone to know of the videos. He didn't want his friends or judge to know. Someone was present during that call. He didn't want to know of the videos. I questioned how many he was hiding the truth from. I mentioned I also had an audio recording after he wouldn't give me a copy. He was mad over that and wanted me to destroy it. I asked if I was ever going to see a return. He started threatening me, first saying he did all the work and he deserved everything. I shouldn't have expected him to keep to the agreement. I shouldn't make deals with young people. He would come back on me for not stopping him getting beer and letting him and his girlfriend stay here. Or he would make something up and cause me trouble. If I try to get a return. While that was happening, one person in the background yelled, "We don't need another person involved." Then many voices yelling to hang up. The call ended while he was talking. The event was loud enough, I think the witnesses could hear it. That was the last I heard of Mark Zuckerberg. My experience with Mark Zuckerberg was bad. He was first here when I was struggling to pay my medical bills with serious health problems, while wanting to get an internet business idea online that would help my paralyzed friend and support me because I didn't look like I would ever work again. Also, it would help some of the clinics that helped me. While misrepresenting his intentions of starting the internet business in exchange of me seeing a return, he took multiple steps to steal my internet business plan while being coached from a lawyer that was a family friend, from a sick person that needed help, not robbed. Then he took his friends and investors. Then he calls me, the sick and poor guy you stole the internet business plan from, asks for help to win the battle of ownership, tells me I don't deserve a return, then threatens me that he will make trouble, and I'll regret it if I ever come around or tell anyone, then hides what happened for no one will ever know who I am. Then I get to watch him and his now wife living the good life and helping other people like I was going to do with profits from my internet business plan that he stole, while I've been diagnosed with serious health problems that will most likely shorten my life, and I have run out of options to support myself. Wow. What horrible actions people are capable of. Those actions do not describe good people. If they were truly good people, first, all the bad actions wouldn't have happened. And if he was going to make it right, here's what I would have expected. Admit to what happened, tell me he's sorry, would have been a good start. At least see enough of a return that I can survive and afford my health care. I'll say this again. I think Mark went to great efforts to hide what happened, just in case I ever came forward. He tried to take all the proof that the idea came from here, including my notebook, withheld information, or hid it. I would like to hear Mark's side of the events. If what he did was justified and he is proud of it, let's hear it. If he denies this ever happened, I know witnesses that know otherwise. I'm asking for help if someone or a law office is looking to get noticed. My mom and I want to take a lie detector test. I also want to find the witnesses and have them take it if they're willing. I put up a wanted post to try to find them. One came forward, but then said he was offered a large sum for a non-disclosure agreement. I contacted the Department of Justice for help, but I think they at least owe another favor from the past. The investors and friends signed the non-disclosure after the settlement. I wonder if they have any knowledge that would help, if revealing it would go against the non-disclosure. If anyone has the information that might help, please contact me, no matter how small. As this video comes to an end, I have one last comment. I was planning on doing more videos, and there is more to tell, for there would be no doubt. My problem is with Mark. It wouldn't be nice to reveal information that was told in confidence about his family. I think I revealed enough of the history. Those memories from that time are not good. It was a living hell. Dealing with the bad health, the corrupt government that wouldn't leave me alone, a kid programmer that stole my internet business idea while trying to make ends meet and still help people, and a lot more. Sometimes I wonder if it's best not to look back and remember. Philosophy would state, if you look back on your past, you will know who you are. That is true. I question if the gain of the truth, the satisfaction of the world knowing, the ease of the weight on my mind is worth it. Should I have remained anonymous, saved myself from doubters and haters? I wonder if it might be best to gather it up and put it away for another time when the truth in the midst of lies is worth much more than today. Thank you for watching my video.